Welcome to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike. I have a review for you. This is from Titan Comics. We got Gun Honey #1. I think this is just cover A, and it did have quite a bit of different covers. We got writers from Charles Ardai. Artist is Ang Hor Kheng, and then colorist is Asifur, Rahman, and letters is David Leach. I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of those names. Let's get into the reviews, and I'll talk about the book a little after. We start off the story in Greece, and we catch up with this kind of like, established man on some front, maybe a mob guy or just a high-class business guy, but he is looking at his binoculars, and he says he's interested in some yellowtail, and his guy has mentioned, ask about the blonde, and they zoom in on this girl here. It's kind of one of the weirder things. I think it was just miscommunication about the blonde thing, because she's not blonde, and she never is in the book. She's actually from Singapore and supposed to be like, but I want to say it was just miscommunication. Anyways, the guy does go out and recruit the girl, and he brings her to the yacht. Not only does he bring her, but he brings another guy with her, but they do check for weapons. We see that, and I'm just going to call her Gun Honey because that is her name during the story. But we do catch up with Gun Honey, and she kind of acts all innocent going to the yacht, asks to go to the bathroom, and we do see that when she goes to the bathroom, she has bits and pieces of a pistol that she has hidden within the bathing suit. I actually had to go back and look at her bathing suit to see, like, and if you do go back to the first pages, you can see the bits and pieces of the gun that she's pulling out, which was kind of a really nice touch, because she is not wearing a lot to conceal a weapon kind of thing. We do see that she does hide the gun, and she kind of goes back out. Another guy goes back. The guy from earlier goes into the bathroom, and then she goes out and kind of jumps in the hot tub with the other ladies. And we do see that there is a gunshot and a couple more gunshots after that, and she kind of jumps off the boat and leaves. We do see that she flies, she travels, I'm assuming back to home, because she ends up with her cat talking about, oh, you missed me, it's only been 3 days. As soon as she gets home, we do find out her real name is Joanna Tai, and she is, she has a policeman that it appears to be a policeman at first. He does have credentials, so we do find out that he's not necessarily a policeman. I don't think they do state who he officially works for, but we'll get there. Basically, he asked her to come in for questioning, saying he is with the government, and she goes with him, and we do meet this other lady that during the interrogation, they evidently know all about her. She thinks they're bringing her in about this the Greek job that she just did, and that they are actually confronting her about some job that she did in Rio, saying that she did sell some guns to some guys that end up later on turning into a mass bombing that killed a lot of people. On her end of the thing, she just states that she sold the guns and has no idea about the bombs, that kind of thing. But back and forth in the interrogation, it's really like they're going over her origin story, or what the government knows of her origin story. But it's basically that she grew up in Singapore with her dad and some brothers. Her dad basically taking a liking to her because she at an early age was small and able to get in and out of places like thievery and that kind of stuff, and eventually over the years did kind of develop into other criminal activities. She does kind of state that on the street that she is known as Gun Honey because she provides guns and that kind of thing. But that's kind of as far as they give us on her background and stuff like that. We do get one of the weirdest scenes. It's kind of it doesn't make any sense to me at the moment, but I mean that does happen. But this government organization, whoever they are, because Gun Honey does ask if she's if they're police, FBI, CIA, that kind of thing, and she never does get an exact answer. But they do position her for a job, and I kind of find that's the weird part, is she's a gun runner. Like, why would the government need a gun runner kind of thing? I mean, they got government contracts with gun developers. Why would they need a gun runner? Unless they were trying to run, you know, something into a place where, but usually they wouldn't use a gun runner either. I don't know. Okay, so it does look like that she's considering the job going forward. But we see her at home preparing for the job, and then we see her leaving out to said job. I don't know if the book ever states that this is the job that the government was hiring her for, but we're just going along with her on a job. But they do show that she is stealthy, sneaky, and, you know, has the kind of assassin, you know, thing down. They do show her break into this building. She does kind of like before, she places a gun somewhere hidden, and incidentally, like, something happens. They don't really show you, they just show the words, but this clang 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 noise happens, and all of a sudden she is discovered. She tries to backstep through, you know, the way she came in, and trying to retrieve her gun, and already it has been found and retrieved by somebody. She had mentioned that one of the people that she is after on this mission, they don't state what she's supposed to do with the person, but he's like an eye-patched individual. But we do see that he is the one that found that gun, and he, you know, it seems like this was all like a trap to get Joanna, you know, caught up or something like that. Okay, so, I mean, the art is beyond stellar. I love the art. This story overall, it's kind of basic and simple. It's not too hard into it. I'm definitely going to go, you know, continue on with it, but there is a couple, you know, those weird questions that I raised, but other than that, it was a good read. The art is probably the best thing in the book, though. But that is my review on Gun Honey #1 from Titan Comics. Badass!